Sagittarius, this is your sign. This is your date, 15th of August, 2026. And I need you to hear me clearly right now, because the cosmos is not whispering anymore. It is shouting 3 days. You have 3 days before a massive storm. A spiritual, emotional, financial storm crashes into your life and changes the entire landscape of what you thought was permanent. You have been waiting. You have been doubting. You have been staring at the ceiling at 2 in the morning wondering if anything will ever shift. And the universe is answering you tonight with thunder. But here is the twist, Sagittarius. Here is what will make your heart stop, this storm. It is not here to destroy you. It is here to hand you something you have been begging the universe for. And if you stay with me through this entire reading, you will know exactly what it is when it arrives and how to receive it before we go deeper. Tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching this from right now? Drop your city, drop your country. Let me feel your energy. And if this message found you at the exact moment you needed it, press that like button so the universe knows you are ready. Sagittarius, my dear, dear Sagittarius, welcome. Breathe with me for just one moment, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Because what I am about to share with you on this 15th day of August, 2026, carries a weight, frequency, vibration that your soul has been quietly preparing for over the last several weeks. You may not have realized it. You may have thought the last month was simply difficult, simply heavy, simply a stretch of days where nothing seemed to move in your favor. But I need you to understand something right now, and I need you to let it settle deep into your chest where all that waiting has been living. You were not being punished. You were not being forgotten. You were being positioned. The cosmos has been arranging pieces on a board you cannot see, and the storm that is building, yes, the storm that the title of this reading warned you about, is not random chaos. It is a divine demolition. It is the universe taking a hammer to walls that you did not even realize were closing in around you. Walls made of old loyalties. Walls made of a job that drained your spirit. Walls made of a relationship that asked you to shrink. Walls made of a financial pattern that kept you small and looping and anxious. 3 days, Sagittarius. 3 days from this moment, the architecture of your daily life begins to crack open. And what floods in is not destruction. It is light. It is the thing you prayed for in the dark. It is the answer you stopped believing would come. But I know how you feel right now. I can feel it in the energy of this reading. You are tired. You are so deeply, bone-weary tired of waiting. You have been patient when patience felt like swallowing glass. You have trusted when trust felt foolish. You have kept showing up, kept trying, kept believing that the next week would be different. And then the next week arrived and it looked almost exactly like the last one. And a small, quiet voice inside you started to whisper, maybe this is just my life. Maybe the breakthrough isn't coming. Maybe I missed it. Sagittarius, I need you to silence that voice tonight. I need you to look at me through this screen and hear me say, you did not miss it. It is not behind you, it is 3 days ahead of you, gathering speed like a wave that has been building in the deep ocean for miles and miles, invisible until the moment it crests and crashes and changes the entire shoreline. There is something deeper here, though. Something I must tell you before we move into the specifics of your love, your money, your health, your family, your work. Because this storm does not arrive gently. And I would not be honest with you. I would not be honoring the trust you have placed in me by being here tonight if I pretended it would feel comfortable. The first day of the storm may feel like loss. The second day may feel like confusion, like the ground has shifted and you are reaching for something familiar and finding empty air. But the third day, Sagittarius, is where you look around and realize that everything that fell away was never truly yours to carry. And everything that remains, everything that arrives in the clearing, is exactly what your soul contracted to receive before you ever came into this body. The tarot confirms this. I pulled for you tonight, and the first card that turned over was the Tower. Now, before your heart tightens, before you think of collapse and disaster, let me reframe this for you the way the spirit guides framing it for you right now. The Tower is not the villain of the deck. The Tower is the liberator. The Tower is the lightning bolt that strikes the prison so the prisoner can finally walk free. You have been in a tower, Sagittarius. A tower of your own making, perhaps. A tower built from obligation, from fear of disappointing others, from the belief that if you just endured a little longer, things would improve on their own. They will not improve on their own. The lightning is coming, and you are going to thank it. The second card that appeared beside the tower was the Star. And this is your confirmation. This is the universe pressing its hand gently against your cheek and saying, after the storm, there is healing. After the noise, there is peace. After the breaking, there is a softness you forgot existed. The star is renewal. The star is hope made visible. The star tells me that what follows these 3 days of upheaval is a period of such tender, quiet restoration that you will weep with relief. You will sit somewhere, maybe by a window, maybe outside under the sky, maybe at a kitchen table with a warm cup in your hands, and you will feel, for the first time in months, that you can exhale fully, that the weight is gone, that you are allowed to rest now. Now, gentle word before we continue. This reading is a general forecast, Sagittarius. It is a channel, current of energy broadcast to all who carry the fire of the archer in their chart. You are the final filter. Your intuition is the lens through which every word here must pass. Take what resonates. Release what does not. You are sovereign in your own story, and the stars illuminate the path but never walk it for you. Later in this reading, we are going to walk through every chamber of your life. We will speak of love, and oh, Sagittarius, there is something stirring in your love sector that will make your heart race. We will speak of money, and the pressure you have been carrying, and how this storm breaks that pressure wide open. We will speak of your health, your family, your career, your energy, and the students among you who have been struggling to focus. We will pull more cards. We will name your lucky numbers and your color of power for this passage. We will identify the 3 signs that are walking beside you as allies right now. None of this is accidental. You clicked on this video because something in you, some deep compass needle, swung toward these words tonight. Honor that, stay. But before we step into the next layer, before we open the door to your love life and the specific messages waiting for your heart, I want to ask you for something small. If this reading is speaking to you, if even one sentence in these first moments made your chest tighten, or your eyes sting, or your spirit whisper yes, that is me. Press the like button, just that small gesture. It tells the universe, and it tells this channel that you are here. You are listening, you are ready to receive. And if you have not subscribed yet, do it now so that tomorrow, when the energy shifts again, you are already seated at the table. The universe is also showing me that your lucky numbers for this passage are 7, 14, 23, 38, and 42. Write them down, keep them near you. You may see them on clocks, on receipts, in dreams. They are anchors. Your color of power for these 3 days is deep violet, royal purple, the color of the crown chakra opening, of spiritual authority, of the storm sky just before it breaks. Wear it, light a candle in that shade, let it surround you as the wave builds. What happens next is important. The energy shifts from the cosmic into the personal, from the sky into your body, your home, your hands, your relationships. And I need you ready, Sagittarius. Before we descend into the specific rooms of your life, I need to speak to your spirit first, not your schedule, not your to-do list, your spirit, because the storm that is arriving in 3 days will test something deeper than your circumstances. It will test your faith in yourself. And I need you to hear this now, while the ground still feels solid beneath you, so that when the shaking comes, you have these words to hold onto like a rope in high wind. You are not too much. You have never been too much. The part of you that wants to run, to explore, to speak the unfiltered truth, to laugh too loudly and love too fiercely, and refuse to be contained in a small, gray, predictable life. That part of you is not a flaw. It is not something to be managed or apologized for. It is the sacred fire that the universe placed in your chest before your first breath, and the storm that is coming is not here to extinguish it. It is here to clear away everything that has been smothering it. Every obligation you took on to please someone else. Every silence you kept to avoid conflict. Every dream you folded up and tucked into a drawer because someone looked at you sideways when you spoke it aloud. The storm is going to rip those drawers open, Sagittarius, and the dreams inside them are still alive. They have been waiting for you to come back and claim them. You must protect your patience over these next 3 days, not the grinding, teeth-clenching patience of endurance, the soft patience, the patience of a seed underground that cannot see the sun yet but trusts the season. You have done the planting, you have done the watering, you have done the long, invisible work in the dark. Now you must let the germination happen without digging up the soil every 2 hours to check. Do not overthink. Do not overplan. Do not send that desperate message at midnight. Do not refresh the inbox for the 47th time. Do not rehearse the conversation in your head until it becomes a wound instead of a doorway. Trust the timing. The timing is not broken. The timing is sacred. And your intuition, that quiet inner voice that you have been second-guessing for weeks, is sharper right now than it has been in months. Lean into it. When something feels wrong in your body, honor it. When a door closes and your gut says good, believe your gut. You are being guided. You have always been guided. You simply forgot to listen because the noise of worry grew too loud. But that is not all. There is something deeper here, and the cards want me to show you. I am drawing 3 more for you now, Sagittarius, and I am laying them across the energy of these 3 days. The first card is the Knight of Wands, reversed. This is you in the last several weeks, rushing without direction, pouring your fire into tasks that do not matter, scattering yourself so thin across other people's emergencies that your own soul is sitting in a corner, neglected, whispering, "Come back to me." The reverse knight says, stop running. Stop performing busyness to avoid the stillness where your truth lives. The storm will force you to stop whether you choose to or not. Choose to stop gracefully. Choose it now. The second card is the Queen of Cups, and she appears here as a presence. Someone is holding space for you in the unseen realm. This may be a guide, an ancestor, a protector who walked beside you in another lifetime. But it may also be a living person, someone who loves you quietly, who prays for you without telling you, who holds your name in their heart when you are not in the room. You are not walking into this storm alone. You are being held. You are being witnessed. The Queen of Cups says that the love surrounding you right now is deep, and it is patient, and it does not require you to perform or produce to be worthy of it. You are worthy in your mess. You are worthy in your confusion. You are worthy in the middle of the storm, not just after it. The third card is the Ace of Pentacles. And Sagittarius, this one made me exhale when it turned over. Because the Ace of Pentacles is a seed of material blessing. It is a new financial beginning. It is a hand reaching out of the clouds and placing something solid, something tangible, into your open palm. A job offer, a payment, a refund, a gift, a door that opens into income you did not see coming. This is the promise on the other side of the storm. The tower breaks the old structure, the star heals your spirit, and the Ace of Pentacles says, now we build something new, something that actually feeds you, something that actually sustains you. Hold this card in your mind, press it against your heart. It is coming. Now, let us move into your body. Let us speak of your health because the storm does not only move through your circumstances. It moves through your flesh, your breath, your nervous system. And you need to prepare. Sagittarius, your body has been holding grief that your mind refuses to process. I can feel it in the reading. A tightness in the jaw, shallow quality to the breath, heaviness behind the ribs that is not physical illness but stored emotion. You have been swallowing your feelings for so long, saying, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, that your body has begun to speak the words your mouth will not. Over these 3 days, you may feel unusually tired. You may feel a wave of sadness come over you for no logical reason. You may cry in the shower or in the car or over something so small it embarrasses you. Let it, let it, let it. Do not judge the tears. Do not rush them. Your body is performing its own tower moment. It is releasing what was trapped. And after the release, there will be a lightness you had forgotten was possible. Sleep more than usual if your body asks. Drink warm water. Walk outside if you can even for 10 minutes, and let the sky be vast above you. You are an archer. You need the horizon. Do not let anyone convince you to live in a small room when your soul was built for open fields. What happens next is important, because we are moving into your work, your career. The place where you spend the hours of your day, the place where your worth has been quietly questioned by someone who does not get to decide your worth. Sagittarius, in your professional life there is a figure, a superior, colleague, a system, that has made you feel as though your contributions are invisible, as though you must shout to be seen, and even when you shout, the echo comes back empty. That dynamic ends within this storm. The structure that held you in that small, unseen role is cracking, and what comes through the crack is recognition. It may come as a conversation. It may come as a project being reassigned. It may come as you finally speaking the sentence you have been rehearsing for months. This is not working for me anymore, and I need something different. Say it. The universe is handing you permission to say it. And if you are in the midst of searching for a job, if you have been sending applications into the void and hearing nothing but silence, the silence breaks. 3 days, something lands, a response. An interview. A message that says, we saw your name. We want to talk. Do not give up. The arrow is in flight. It has not missed. It is still traveling toward the target. But that is not all, Sagittarius. because the storm does not only shake the foundations of your daily work, it rattles the very vault where your resources are kept. I know the specific, heavy anxiety you have been carrying in your chest when you look at your finances. I know the quiet calculations you do in your head when you are lying in bed. The way you mentally move numbers around trying to make the end of the month meet the beginning of the next. You have been feeling profound money pressure. Sensation that no matter how hard you row, the current is pulling you backward. You have been watching others seemingly receive with ease while you have had to fight for every single inch of ground. But I need you to understand that this financial squeeze was not a punishment. It was a spiritual preparation. The universe was forcing you to detach your self-worth from your bank account. It was teaching you that your value is inherent, not earned. And now, as this 3-day storm approaches, the blockages in your cash flow are being blown wide open. The scarcity mindset that has been whispering in your ear is about to be drowned out by the roar of abundance. You are going to see a shift in how money moves toward you. It will not be a frantic, desperate scramble anymore. It will be a steady, magnetic pull. The Ace of Pentacles we spoke of earlier is taking root in your soil. A debt may be cleared. An unexpected refund may arrive. A new stream of income may suddenly present itself, not as a lifeline, but as a reward for your endurance. You are not going to be left without, my dear Archer. The universe does not bring you to the edge of the cliff just to drop you. It brings you to the edge to teach you how to fly. Breathe that inches, let the tension in your shoulders drop. The financial storm is washing away the debris of lack, leaving behind a clear, fertile ground for prosperity to grow. There is something deeper here, though, because when the material world begins to shift, the emotional world is forced to rise and meet it. Let us speak of love. Let us speak of the heart, which has been both your greatest sanctuary and your most profound battlefield. For those of you who are in a relationship who are sharing your life and your space with another, I feel a specific kind of exhaustion in your energy. You have been carrying the emotional weight of the partnership. You have been the one to initiate the deep conversations, the one to smooth over the rough edges, the one to compromise your own needs to keep the peace. You have felt, at times, like you are living with a roommate rather than a soulmate, separated by a wall of unspoken words and unexpressed resentments. The storm that is coming in these next 3 days is going to hit that wall. And yes, it may feel like a confrontation. It may feel like a sudden, overwhelming argument where everything you have been swallowing for months comes spilling out onto the floor. Do not be afraid of this. Do not run from the friction. This is the breaking of the dam. The universe is forcing a cleansing conversation because you cannot build the next chapter of your love story on a foundation of silent compromises. Let the words flow. Let the tears fall if they need to. Because on the other side of this emotional storm, there is a profound, tender reconnection waiting for you. You will look at your partner and see them clearly for the first time in years, and they will finally, truly see you. The intimacy that follows this clearing will be deeper and more authentic than anything you have experienced since the very beginning of your relationship. The storm is not here to break your bond, it is here to forge it in fire. But what if you are walking through this season alone? What if your heart has felt like quiet, echoing room for far too long, Sagittarius? I feel the heartache of the singles in this reading. I feel the quiet disappointment of dates that went nowhere, of connections that fizzled out, of giving your beautiful, expansive fire to people who only wanted a small spark to warm their hands before they walked away. You have been wondering if you are too much, or if you are destined to be the one who loves deeply but is never fully chosen in return. I need you to hear me right now, and I need you to let this truth anchor you. The waiting is almost over. The storm that is gathering is a wind of destiny, and its primary job is to blow away the wrong people so the right one can finally find you. You have been holding onto the hope of past connections, keeping the door cracked open for people who did not know how to walk through it. The storm is going to slam that door shut, and it is going to lock it. And in that sudden, startling quiet, you will feel a shift in your own energy. You will stop chasing. You will stop shrinking. You will stand fully in your power, radiating that brilliant, unapologetic Sagittarian light. And it is exactly in that moment of absolute self-assurance that someone new is going to enter your orbit. This will not be a slow, confusing build. This will be a sudden, undeniable recognition. Someone is about to cross your path who matches your fire, someone who looks at your vastness and does not feel intimidated, but feels entirely at home. They are coming. The universe is clearing the runway right now. Keep your heart open, but keep your boundaries fierce. The energy is shifting so rapidly now, and we are moving into the final chambers of your life. What happens next is important, Sagittarius, because we must speak of the roots that hold you in the earth, even as the storm tries to uproot everything else. We must speak of your family. And I feel a specific heaviness here, a tender, bruised place that you have been protecting for a very long time. There is a conversation in your family lineage that has never been fully had, a truth that has been danced around at dinner tables, buried under politeness, smothered by the unspoken rule that we do not disturb the peace. But the peace was never real, was it? It was a silence shaped like peace. And you, dear Archer, you have been the one carrying the emotional inheritance of that silence. You have been the one who senses the tension in the room before anyone else speaks. You have been the one who absorbs the unspoken grief of a parent, sibling, relative who could not find the words to say what they needed to say. The storm is going to loosen those tongues. Within these next few days, conversation is going to happen that you did not initiate. Someone in your family circle is going to reach out, or sit down beside you, or call you at an unexpected hour. And they are going to say something that cracks the old pattern open. It may be an apology you never thought you would hear. It may be an admission of fault. It may simply be, I see you. I see what you have been carrying, and I am sorry. And when those words land, Sagittarius, you do not have to fix anything. You do not have to perform forgiveness before you are ready. You only have to receive them. Let the healing begin. You do not have to carry the family story anymore. You are allowed to set it down at the threshold and walk forward lighter. You are allowed to be the one who breaks the cycle, not through anger, but through a quiet, steady refusal to inherit pain that was never yours to bear. But that is not all. The universe is also showing me the state of your energy right now, and I need to name it for you so you can stop questioning it. You have been feeling electric, unstable like a wire carrying too much current. One moment you feel a surge of motivation, flash of clarity, burning desire to run and create and conquer. And the next moment you feel completely hollowed out, drained, needing to collapse into stillness. You have been swinging between these poles and wondering if something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You are in the eye of the storm, and the eye is always the most disorienting place to stand. Your emotional state right now is not chaos. It is recalibration. Your spirit is shedding an old frequency and tuning into a new one, and the static in between is loud. Be gentle with yourself over these 3 days. Do not judge your productivity by the standards of last month. If all you accomplish today is drinking enough water and stepping outside for 3 breaths of open sky, that is enough. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are molting. The old skin is cracking and peeling, and it is uncomfortable, and it is messy, and it is necessary. Let yourself be in the in-between. The clarity will come when the new skin has hardened. The fire will return when the fuel has been replenished. You are not losing your spark. You are gathering it. There is something deeper here for the students among you, the ones who are sitting at desks or staring at screens, trying to force information into a mind that feels like fog. Sagittarius, if you are studying right now, if you are preparing for an exam, a thesis, a certification, a project that demands your full mental focus, I need you to hear this. The confusion you have been feeling, the inability to concentrate, the way the words blur and the concepts refuse to stick, it is not a reflection of your intelligence. It is a reflection of your spirit being stretched too thin across too many worries. You have been trying to study with one hand, while the other hand is busy holding up the weight of your finances, your relationships, your family's expectations. Of course, the focus has been fractured, but the storm is going to burn away the fog. Within these 3 days, you will feel a sudden, sharp click of clarity. A concept that has eluded you for weeks will suddenly arrange itself in your mind like puzzle pieces falling into place. A sentence will come to you in a dream or in a shower or in the middle of a walk that unlocks the entire argument you have been trying to build. Write it down immediately. Do not trust your memory in this state. Keep a notebook beside you, even in sleep. The breakthrough is not coming slowly. It is arriving like a lightning strike, sudden and illuminating, and it will land exactly when you need it most. Trust your mind. It has not abandoned you. It has simply been waiting for the noise to quiet so it can speak. And as you walk through this storm, Sagittarius, you do not walk entirely alone. The cards show me 3 signs that are walking beside you right now. 3 energies that are harmonizing with your fire and offering you shelter in the wind. The first is Aries. An Aries in your life is acting as your mirror right now, reflecting back your own courage when you have forgotten you possess it. If an Aries reaches out to you in these next 3 days, answer them. They carry a message or an energy you need. The second is Leo. A Leo is holding a torch for you in the emotional realm, offering warmth and loyalty and a fierce, protective love that asks nothing in return. Lean into your Leos. Let them celebrate you even when you do not feel celebratory. And the third is Aquarius. And Aquarius is the one who will help you see the storm from above, who will remind you that the chaos has a pattern, that the destruction has a design. They will offer you perspective when you are too close to the fire to see its shape. Stay close to these three. They are your constellation right now. They are the fixed stars by which you can navigate until your own sky clears. The storm is almost upon you, Sagittarius. But you are ready. You have always been ready. You simply needed someone to tell you so. We have reached the edge of the reading, Sagittarius, but you are only just arriving at the edge of your breakthrough. Take one more deep breath with me. In through the nose, drawing the vast, open energy of the sky down into your lungs. Hold it at the very top. And let it go. Feel that. That is the feeling of the weight finally lifting. That is the sensation of the heavy, bruised storm clouds parting just enough to let a single, piercing ray of golden light touch your face. You have survived every single difficult day that has ever tried to break you. You have navigated every dark night of the soul, every silent disappointment, every moment you felt entirely unseen. And you will navigate this 3-day passage too. But you are not just going to survive it, my dear friend. You are going to use it. You are going to let it wash away the doubt, the heartache, the suffocating money pressure, the endless aching waiting. When the sun sets on the 3rd day of the storm, you are going to step out into the clearing feeling entirely, undeniably relieved. The knot in your stomach that has been tied tight for months is going to unravel. You will feel empowered in a way you haven't felt since you were a child, before the world tried to tell you who you were supposed to be and how small you were supposed to play. You will feel fiercely protected by the ancestors, the guides, and the unseen forces who have been standing guard at your door, ensuring that only what is meant for you can enter. And beneath it all, you will feel so deeply, quietly hopeful. The kind of hope that does not need to shout. The kind of hope that just knows. But as we close this sacred circle, I must remind you of the most important truth of all. The stars only ever offer guidance. They do not dictate absolute fate. You are a creature of free will, a brilliant spark of the divine with the power to choose your response to every shifting wind. This reading is a mirror held up to the cosmos, showing you the powerful currents that are moving around you right now. It is a forecast of the spiritual weather, but you are the one who decides how to dress for the storm. Take the pieces of this message that resonate deeply in your spirit. Take the words that made your heart beat a little faster, or your eyes sting with recognition, or your soul whisper yes, and weave them into your daily life. And whatever did not ring true, whatever felt heavy or misaligned, simply let it drift away like ash in the wind. You are the final author of your story. The universe hands you the pen, but you are the one who writes the next page. Thank you. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart for being here today, on this 15th of August, 2026. Thank you for trusting me with your time, your energy, and your beautiful, untamed Sagittarian spirit. If this reading brought you comfort, if it gave you the strength to stand tall in the face of the coming changes, please press that like button. It is a small gesture, but it sends a signal out into the ether that you are ready to receive your blessings. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that tomorrow, when the universe shifts its song once again, you are already here, seated at the table, ready to listen. Share this video with another Sagittarius who needs to hear it, or with a friend who is walking through their own storm and needs to know they are not alone. I am sending you a wave of profound clarity. I am sending you the fierce, unshakable strength of the archer. May your aim be true, may your heart remain open, and may the storm that arrives in 3 days bring you exactly what your soul has been crying out for. You are safe, you are held, you are exactly where you are meant to be. Keep your fire burning bright, trust the timing of your life, and walk forward without fear. Good night, Sagittarius.